Any unusual experiment can produce unusual results.
Extending human sights far beyond the horizon.
The most tremendous new musical experience you can have.
It's nice. Oh.
It's the most tremendous new musical experience you can have.
Thank you. I don't know if you can hear me. Please let me know if it's okay. Someone else may have to take the wheel on the voice. Please, everybody, can anybody hear me?
Your audio is breaking up. So, welcome to the illustrious Sapdet Ma'at Van Miller production of I Found My Voice. And we have the lady in red, Van Miller.
No, I'm good. Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
I am well.
Good. I see Joy is on. Good afternoon, Joy.
All right, we syndicating today. Beautiful.
Yes. Just a beautiful day, even though it's raining outside.
Yes. And we have LaShane in the room in the production.
Greetings, everyone.
Greetings, everybody.
Beautiful.
Who was that last voice that came in?
Dr. Joyce, how are you?
Oh,
Your
wow.
Excellency.
I knew that was familiar. I just didn't want to make any assumptions.
Yeah, when you told it a little while ago in the meeting, I said, even if my tooth is aching, I'm going to watch it.
Well,
Really
you
bad.
rather than watching it, you
Having
are
a
part
headache.
of the production.
But she removed it.
Yeah. Well, we thank you all for coming on today. Today is a beautiful day, even though the rain is raining outside. It's still a beautiful day to be still here doing what it is that we're supposed to be doing. Every Thursday at 12 o'clock, the Van Miller Talk Show, I Found My Voice, where we are in an unscripted space. Everyone is our guest. Everyone has a free will to speak on what it is that he or she would like to speak on. So we welcome you all here.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. And just so folks know, we have the Lugansk People's Republic from out of Eastern Europe, King Zulu Frickson, Zulu King Frickson. And we have Comic Dynasty, which is our syndicated network. And she broadcasts our productions out to over 100 people. And then we have Sean Allen, a new guest in the room. And so we welcome you all to the Van Miller I Found My Voice production. And I want to follow up last week's production. And we also have Dr. Favour from Nigeria, who is one of our illustrious guests, who is running for the presidency of Nigeria. And we're going to open up the mic to him to let him give us his view of changing the paradigm. But I want to first talk about the healing production we did last week and the week before, because there are several of our viewers and supporters who have been suffering from cancer. And there was a discussion last week about one of our people from Lugansk Republic in Eastern Europe, and we sent some shouts out to him and his family. So I just want to say to Mikael, continue to strive. And in a few moments, I want to email Ahmad a scratch that he did, because he's a DJ with the Zulu Nation. And I want to email that scratch to Ahmad to bring it up. But Van, introduce our guest, please.
Yeah, look, I'm on my phone today, so I can't see anything.
Oh, you're on your phone today?
Yeah, I'm not home. I'm actually traveling, but I still do. I'm in Augusta, Georgia today. But I was like, I'm not on my laptop, so I can't do a split screen here.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, I am on my desktop.
Okay. Well, if you could help me out, I would appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Most definitely.
Well, but I wouldn't miss it for anything. I was like, I have to get on, so.
Let's open up with Dr. Favour. I wanted to get Chaplain James and Dr. Okika on before Dr. Favour spoke, because they are both, Dr. Okika and Chaplain James are from Nigeria. And I wanted Chaplain James and Dr. Favour to interact so that they would be able to tap into Chaplain James' network there in Nigeria. So in the meantime, Van, give us some commentary so I can see if I can contact Dr.
Okay, all right. Okay. So I could sort of do a recap. Last week when Dr. Wallace was on from 360 Health, it was an amazing show for us. And, I've actually really have been thinking and, speaking and talking to people this week about how amazing, the shows are becoming and the caliber of people that have been coming to this platform. We know that there's a lot of things going on, a lot of things happening, some things that we can change, some things that we can't. And we have to, as a people, understand that we can't fix everything, but what it is that we can, we will do our best 1,000% to to do that, to inform not only our listening audience, but all the people that are around the world that we are enabled to lend our voice to. Even, in a workspace, I speak all the time about, manifesting, and us being in a space of vibration at this time. A lot of people don't understand when we're saying that we're in a manifesting space in life. We dwell too much on what is going on instead of where it is that we're going to go as a people, because this is not our final destination. And we have to understand that. It has taken me some years to get that, to know that I am not, as a person, affected by everything that goes on. A lot of these things are distractions, and we have to understand that it keeps us from doing what it is that we have been placed on a journey to do. It helps us to help others that don't understand. And when we can enlighten other people, we ourselves become a better people. I said when the pandemic first came along that there would be casualties. And I was afraid that the casualty would be our children. And I still sort of feel that way. If parents are not in control and don't take control of the situation that is going on and that is being put in place, that a lot of us will still continue to mourn our children in this space and in this time. And that is why we do an unscripted show, because, we would be shut down if we really talked about what is going on in the space, because, everything has been going so fast. Things have been happening so fast, but people are still leaving this space. And now we're saying, let's bring our children into this. So one of my main things is to admonish parents, to be in control of what is going on, how your children are handled in the space, in the time that we're living in. Be aware, listen to them, take the time to listen. I know that a lot of us are working, a lot of us are dealing with things that are going on in everyday life, but please, as parents, when our children are speaking, please take the time to listen to what is going on with them, because we don't want to find ourselves in a space and something happens to our children and we don't know what happened to the children because we didn't listen when the children were trying to speak to us. So Mark Hoover, are you back? We ready?
Yeah, I just spoke with Chaplain James.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be coming in. Dr. Okika is in a meeting with the principality, and she said she'll be coming in shortly. So and Dr. Favour, can you hear me?
Mark Akubo, I'm in that same meeting, so we're doing a
so we'll come back and catch them all together then.
We're signing an alliance with the principality, with the kingdom.
Mm.
Okay, so as Varen said, when you guys are done, come in. I didn't want to get Dr. Favour on until they were on, because the discussion is going to be very pertinent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, as we look around, we'll continue to, think about all the things. I too have grandchildren, and I am concerned as a grandparent what will happen with our children. What 20, 30 years from now, what will the outcome be for what is going on here in the world right now, mentally and physically? What and where will our children be? And how will we overcome the situations that a lot of us have been placed in? So Michael Cooper, I was talking to him about how we're in a space and a time now that what is going on will really affect our children, the state of our children, and where they will end up in the next 10 to 20 years, how they will be affected mentally and physically by what is going on, and how I feel that what is happening will become a mandate that children and as parents, we, won't have a decision in what is going on. I was saying that we definitely need to listen to our young people when they're speaking to us about things that are going on, because if not, we will find ourselves. I was in a conversation with someone and they were talking about how they say that this vaccine has been set aside to sort of be given in spaces where parents are not even aware of what is going on. So, you know, if we're not listening to our kids, if we're working parents and not really paying attention when they're trying to speak with us, our children will become casualties to the situation.
That is very interesting. And one of the things that the meeting that I just left with the Numai Kingdom, Numai is a theocratic Moorish kingdom. And the Moors, or the Mori Amazi, are an ancient people. And Numai is an ancient kingdom that is being resurrected under His Royal Majesty, Nusut, or King Jamal Osiris Muabdi, here in Georgia. It's a sovereign kingdom. And right now, as he just stated, they are in a meeting with Dr. Okika and Dr. Favour, I believe, with a principality, an island off the coast of Nigeria. And they're going into an agreement now. And I say that because the Numai Kingdom is dedicated to the lifting of fallen humanity. And our people in Lugansk People's Republic, with Zulu King Fritzen, are part of the Zulu nation, which the Zulu nation embraces the Moorish identities. So young people embrace the universal Zulu nation. And my association with the universal Zulu nation is as the official high priest, which coming next month, the Zulu nation has its annual anniversary of the hip hop anniversary and the Zulu Nation anniversary. They're combined because hip hop came out of the efforts of the Zulu Nation to organize the gangs up in the Bronx to stop them from fighting one another in order for them to be able to bring forth a platform of unity using the 5 elements of hip hop. And Fritzen, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Hello.
Hi, Fritzen. How are you today?
Zulu King Fritzen. Fritzen, talk about the 5 elements of hip hop, please, because it's pertinent to what Van just asked about our young people.
5 elements of hip hop is main elements of our great culture. Some people think that hip hop is only genre or style of music or just the rap industry, but it's not right. Hip hop have the great DJs, great b-boys, big girls, breakers, great dancers, and also graffiti artists, the writers. But the main element of hip hop is the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and we also overcome negative to the positive. This is the main element of hip hop. First time that young people came to hip hop, they talk about party and some bullshit on the streets. But today, we in Universal Zulu Nation try to build the Universal Zulu Nation government. We, the people from the planet Earth, from different waves of life, and we have different skin, different nationality, but we all the one people from the one creator, no matter how we call the gods, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Elohim, Anu, or Christ, Jesus Christ. This is the same one supreme force that we try today bring the spirituality to the community and to the hip hop. Because you know, in the streets, no matter what street you live, it's in Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Africa, or Asia, no matter continent, in every community we have the problems on the street. It's the drugs, it's the sexual abuse, or some negative parts, some negative in the families. We have violence between parents and the children, the problem of ages between oldest and young people not always respect the oldest. And this is what we try to overcome to negative to the positive in the arts of elements. We try bring the knowledge to every different element of hip hop. We use the MC in the microphone. We use the microphone to speak with the people, to talk to them. We now try build the community with these elements of hip hop. If we write something on walls, we try send the message. Graffiti artists always send the message. It's not just some picture or some design. Not always. In Universal Zulu Nation, we always teach young people to be strong leaders of the community in their community. Organize the people, organize against the violence, against the untruth. We need justice for all people. So we also can modify the everything. So you can see the political T-shirt on my. I redesigned it so you can see it was political, but I don't support this politics. I support my people, and I changed this logo in my own way of my people. By the way, today we have a hard day. Now on the streets, it's evening. It's no lights on the streets, but we today hear the hard country again and again. Ukrainian government start aggressive since they start be more aggressive. By the way, on this week they still got our men from Lugansk People's Republic like political prisoner. They 2 weeks ago they get him, and he is still in the prison of Ukraine. Government and secret services make the torture of him and try to discredit his family. They still keep him, and today 2 days ago the Ukrainian army sent the drones, airplanes that drop the bomb on Donetsk People Republic. It's near with us. Lugansk Republic and Donetsk Republic is two independent governments, two republics who exit from Ukrainian government and don't want to live in by the Ukrainian government. We built our own independent government, and Ukrainian army dropped the bombs from, they using Turkey Bayraktar drones that from the sky drop the bombs on people. They also 2 days ago occupy the territory where no was it was territory between Ukrainian government and Donetsk Republic government. It was on the middle, on the border. They call it gray zone, where no government. It's in the middle. So Ukrainian army occupies this village, but today they are out from this village. They cause start the rumble between rebels of the Donetsk Republic, soldiers and Ukrainian army. So aggressive scenes continue. Ukrainian government still don't want to build dialogue. By the United Nations laws, need to bring to our political prisoner the consul, but Ukrainian government don't bring the consul to our side as a political prisoner. So Ukrainian government just breaks of United Nations and still continue political genocide and genocide about our people. So, but this make some positive waves in hip hop community. Try to organize people, make events, records, new music, or speak with young people how to survive in the political life.
Hang on for a minute.
Somebody needs to put their phone on mute.
Nvidia, put your phone on mute, please. Thank you. Put your phone on mute. Thank you. And so the reason why Zulu King Frickson was giving us that information, because young people embrace the Zulu nation more than they embrace the politics. And as he said, the most important function, the most important element of the Zulu nation is knowledge. And Frickson, lift up your camera so they can see the Zulu Nation flag and the logo behind you. So as Zulu King Frickson was saying, the Zulu Nation transcends culture and politics and race. There are all kinds of young people that embrace the Zulu Nation and the concept of the 5 elements. So what does that mean? That means utilizing not necessarily the industry genre of rap music, which has corrupted the industry, which has corrupted rap. And you know what I'm talking about, okay? November is Hip Hop History Month. I have been designated as the official high priest of the Zulu Nation. We're going to be hosting a Zulu Nation meeting of the minds, which is my responsibility to open up the meetings of the minds. Last year we did a virtual. In Nigeria, you have young people that embrace hip hop. In India, you have young people that embrace hip hop. All across the planet, young people embrace hip hop. So to be able to bring the true message of the music to the young people is a way that the question that Van asks, how can we address ensuring that young people, and again, the Numite Kingdom, a theocratic Moorish kingdom, and we're going to open up the mic because we have Nigeria in the room. As you heard King Muad'Dib say, they're in a major meeting with the principality and island off the coast of Nigeria. We have Dr. Favour, who's running for the president of Nigeria. We have Dr. Okika, who is with UNESCO. She is the executive director of Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. She is the head of UNESCO. UNESCO has over 5,000 UNESCO association organizations around the world. We have a medical piece of equipment, Teledoc, that's going to be introduced in this discussion today so that people can see this equipment that can be used to bring medical diagnostic technology around the world to most remote areas. And then you heard Zulu King Blitzen talk about the same type of conflict that's happening in Nigeria is happening there. Oppression against the people of the Lugansk Republic. You have the Ukrainian army dropping bombs and using drones on the population. You have the same type of situation happening in Nigeria. Fratricide and genocide being fomented. And so,
yes, crazy things goes around the world. I have a good friend from Chicago. His name Mowers, and a few days ago he said me that he is out from Chicago because in Chicago gunfights on streets and some this pandemic things, and he saved his wife and little kid and out from Chicago to a small village near with Chicago. He said that he is in dangerous situation in Chicago and he moved. So we see that in all world, not only Lugansk People's Republic, but in Nigeria, in Chicago, in the United States, in Africa, everywhere we have military conflicts or other political strikes. You see what's going on in the world with the COVID-19, like in Australia, strikes everywhere. So much evil today on the planet. And I don't know how we can fight with this, but I wish to be living in peace with all worlds, with all parts of the different countries. So we want peace.
Right on, right on. Amar, can you hear me? 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 Amar, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I sent you the email that says Mikhail Scratch. Bring that quick email up, the video. It's like 15 seconds. And I want to, before we open up the production to bring on the discussion of Dr. Favour and his vision for Nigeria and Chaplain James, I just want to pay tribute to the healing of all of us. And as Fixon was just saying, the conflict, our family has just suffered from that conflict as well. My grandnephew was just killed night before last on Long Island in New York. So, I want to be able to bring about that healing scratch. And the young man, when you bring it up, when you see this young man, he's in Lugansk Republic, the young man that's doing this scratch for hip hop is suffering from stage 4 cancer.
Sorry, little correct. He is from Khabarovsk in Russia, not in Lugansk, in Khabarovsk. But it's okay, thank you.
This is Mikhail. He's suffering from a state. It's just a short scratch, but the reason why it's so significant because that's the negative politics. They don't embrace the negative lies, but they